Hey, welcome to the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast with me, Iona Maid, here at the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. I think I said that twice. The Seven Freedoms Frequency. Here we are again for Friday, for Relationship Freedom Friday, and I call this just focusing on soul family, and I call this intentional living, and giving you a spiritual life coaching session as a light worker. So if you know of any light workers out there who would enjoy the Soul Legacy TV, you've come across this, you've seen, click the thumbnail, and either you are new to me or you are a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. If you are in the Soul Legacy Academy, you're a student of mine, then welcome. And so I want to talk about soul family, and I want to talk about soul tribes, and we're going to talk about soul clients more on Sunday for the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast. So every single day I come live on this YouTube podcast. I strip out the audio for you so you can listen on Audible or on Spotify, or I'll probably spread it across the platform, podcast platforms eventually. So wherever you're watching or you're listening to this, then welcome. What I am going to do is give you a quick, and I think that my internet is jumping, not sure why, but we'll be okay. So what I'm going to do is give you a quick rundown of how this episode usually flows, and I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet today, because we are on the week of doing our 1 week to create a badass spiritual business vision board challenge and bank 50k in 50 days. And so this podcast is here for you as a follow-on from going through that vision board challenge. So if you have no clue what I'm talking about, go through it, click in the links in the show notes, in the cards, in the description, all around here, and go through that. If you've never heard of a vision board or you've never done a vision board, then I think you'll enjoy this process. So we break our life down to create more life work, spiritual life and work balance for light workers. As we get our gifts out in the world, we want to have that balance. And I share 7 areas of focus every single day for the 7 days of the week. And today is, again, like I say, Relationship Freedom Friday. So my relationship with you, my relationship with me, my relationship with my soul clients, my relationship with my soul tribe, my relationship with my soul family is really important to me. That important that we actually dedicate a whole entire day. And I know that my lighting is just like really weird. I don't know why. Like, it's just weird. 1 minute it's dark and it's bright. This is kind of in my face, but we'll run with it, right? So the way that the episode flows is I segment this YouTube podcast into talking about our vision, talking about our raising our vibrational frequency, and then to be in alignment with our values. That's it. And so we go through this process where we rate our vibration, we talk about our vision board, we talk about our relationships in relation to the other areas of our life. So contribution, I talk about on the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast on Monday. Tuesday, I talk about health freedom. Wednesday is emotional freedom. Thursday is environmental freedom. Something's flashing and it's putting me off. Environmental freedom. Today, Friday, is relationship freedom. I'm actually doing this podcast on the Friday. Last Friday, I did it on the Sunday. And then we talk about spiritual freedom and then financial freedom on Sunday. So when we set our soul's intentions for living an intentional life, lots can come up in terms of relationships. I know for me and many of my students, my soul tribe, as light workers, we've strategically placed ourselves all around the world, and sometimes in the darkest places where we're going to grow and birth more light and become that beacon of light, right? And especially when we go through our awakenings and we go through our dark night of the soul, and we've got triggers and we've got relationships that are those triggers. And I laugh because I'm just like, really? We chose this? Apparently so. So soul family and soul contracts, I'm going to talk about this on the Vision Board Challenge. And I laugh. And last year when I did my annual 1 week to create a Badass Spiritual Business Vision Board and Bank 50K 50 Days Challenge. I was laughing on day 5 quite a lot. I watched it back today, and I had one of my soul tribe say, you know, why are you under my video? Why are you laughing? Like, soul contracts are real, they're serious, like it's a thing. And it just makes me laugh because the soul contracts that I apparently made, I'm like, really? Obviously there were soul contracts, because in the physical form I would never have made them. Like, not at all. Like, what on earth was my soul thinking, kind of thing, is why I laugh, because I have some amazing relationships and I love the relationship that I have with myself. However, can be challenging. Apparently I chose a lot of loss this time around, and I'm like, why would you do that? Like, why? And so for those of you who are like, you know, this soul contract business is like serious, and you know, as we call in our soul family, you know, to be on this journey with us, it's a thing. It's a thing. So let me share a little bit. I don't think I'm going to go into this podcast real deep. I have journaled in my Soul Legacy journal. I talk about journaling after a spiritual awakening, and you may have been through a spiritual awakening through many of your different relationships. I have gone through an awakening through my twin flame union, actually. And that has led me to actually living a more intentional life and actually creating my soul signature system around that. And it's actually triggered me to have a spin-off YouTube channel talking about dating and soulmates and twin flames and all those things. And so through that relationship and through my awakening, it had me birth more light in the world, or have a vision to have birth more light in the world in that area. And so that's kind of what happens really when we reflect on, you know, our relationships, the rhyme and reason. Sometimes people come into our life for a rhyme, a reason, and a season. And this episode is just so random. I've got a bunch of notes, and I usually follow a format, but I'm aware that in about half an hour I'm going to go on to my vision board challenge, and I want to share a lot on there. So if you are not like registered for that, so I stream that out on my YouTube channel at the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. Every year, the second week in December, I go live. And I don't know if it's good timing for everyone, because everybody's doing like the holiday stuff almost. But it's good timing for me to intend for the next year. And I love it. And you can watch it. You can watch it with me. You can watch me live and come and ask questions. You can click on the playlist that I have on my YouTube channel, and or you can come the next year. So you can watch it throughout the year, or you can come and you can come to the live for next year. So Relationship Freedom Friday is today. The vision, what vision do you have for your relationships? Right now, I'm in the season, and I don't even really know why. I can't remember exactly why I didn't go live last week. I think I was just reflecting, and I was reflecting on my bigger purpose and the relationships I have around me, but not really deep. And then this week, what we do here is we rate our vibration, how we feel about our relationships. So I would say that mine is between a 1 and 11. 1 is like soul funk. 11 is soul flow. It's not an 11. It's probably about a 9. It's probably about a 9. It might even be an 8. Might even be an 8. My students go 8.5 or what 0.5. Might even be an 8.5. Like, just decide. Be an 8, or it's going to be an 8. It's going to be an 8. I actually put it down this morning as an 11. It's Friday the 13th, and I'm going to change it to an 8, because there's a difference between last week and this week, and that's what I want to do on the 7 Freedoms Frequency podcast. Actually share with you my own journey and help you go through a process where you can reflect how your relationships, how's the relationship with you, how's the relationship with your soul family, blood family, like chosen family, your soul clients and your soul tribe. And so my soul tribe, I'd paused being online. And so I'd been quite disconnected for a while. And over this next year on my vision board, that's going to change, and in the process of changing. So I'm excited about that. Soul clients, I have really focused on working with ambitious spiritual coaches, earth angels, entrepreneurs, and light workers. I call soul guided influencers. And I've switched up my community. I kicked everybody out. And I switched up my community, and some people have fallen away. And that's part of the process as well, to have people that are in alignment. I don't do small talk, and I also want people to leave better from being in my presence. And a lot of people procrastinate, and I'm not a procrastinator. So, you know, I pause, but I'm not a procrastinator, and I don't really work well with people that procrastinate, people that are not like ready to move up the emotional scale, raise the vibration, move from fear. Remember that fear is an illusion, and just go out there. So looking back on this year, 2024, as I do my vision board for 2025, that's the intention that I set, to call in the soul tribe, who are ambitious, like who are driven, and also call in my husband, who is ambitious and driven. And since I set that intention, everything switched as I'm building the relationships, and I'm noticing that people that do come to me and speak to me, or even men that I've been speaking to on the dating app, have ambitious, they're ambitious and they're driven. I've never had that in my life, really. And I have dumbed myself down, I would say. You know, when people go, oh, you're too much, or you're what have you. So I wouldn't say that my relationships, the frequency feels like an 11, it feels more like an 8. I've got changes coming in my life to move, relocate, and I had not planned that last week. If you'd have told me that was happening this week, and that's one of the reasons why it's dipped, because I'm changing that. And so I won't see my daughter as much, I won't see my granddaughter as much, and they're the relationships that light me up. However, I will see my mama and all of my best friends, and I have set on the vision board challenge, I'm going to set the intend to get out of the house more, and not be confined in a small space, in a room, like building my business, building the back end of my business. So I'm really looking forward to that, to going out and doing different things. I won't share everything here, but I'll share it as I go through on the vision boards, as I intend, and as I manifest, and I come back each week. It's really important for me to do this YouTube podcast for me. 1, because I walk my talk. 2, because I'm following through. And 3, because people look at me and they're like, oh, Iona, you're doing this. Oh, Iona, it's okay for you. Oh, I'm behind closed doors. I'm struggling. I'm there special in terms of life be lifing. You know, life be lifing to everyone, with everyone. You're not that special, that life be lifing just only to you. Life be lifing regardless. But as light workers, we have a commitment to our soul calling, regardless if life be lifing. Like, life be lifing, and I'll keep going. And I think I've really got that message over this last week of show like the whole process. And I did that yesterday on my YouTube podcast for environmental freedom, because I'm shifting environments. And I was seeing the limitation. I was like, and only seeing the limitation, it had me go down in my vibration. It had me dip. And I don't think I've come fully up from that yet. But I will. And tomorrow is spiritual freedom, and then financial freedom, and then moving in. And I've been doing some planning and some setting soul intentions for expanding my network, expanding where I'll go when Leeds is my hometown. So And I've been looking at like nights out. I go back to go see my mum, I go back to see my friends. I go back every year, and I go back to go out and party. I go back because where I live, it's quite a small town, and I'm a city girl at heart, but I also love the country. And over the last few years, I'm like, yeah, I'm not really a city girl, and now I'm really excited to go back to the city and just literally get out of the house. You know, when you're at home and you're working from home, when the pandemic hit and people were working from home and they couldn't go out, it didn't faze me because I was doing that anyway. And I haven't really got out of that. So I've been focusing on the business and the back end of the business, and it's just almost done. So it'll be really nice and exciting to get out and to build those relationships. So what relationships are you building? When you reflect on your relationships, apologies. Yeah, I got a ding. Yeah, so I'm not going to look at that. That's my godson, which is lovely. And I messaged him today, and he's in Leeds. The last time I went up, I think it was July, and we went out and partied. So I was like, "What are you doing for New Year's Eve?" So it's just lovely. It's lovely. It's lovely to reflect. That has my vibration go up, unless he says he's not going out for New Year's Eve. But I've got a lot of notes because I was looking at a Neville Goddard video today. What was it called? It was called, oh my gosh, what was it called? Oh my gosh. Profound Truth. He says, never pay attention to your circumstances. Circumstances are not the master of your destiny. They are merely the reflection of your past thoughts and beliefs. And right here where I am is a reflection of the past thoughts and beliefs. And so setting the intention on the vision board to call in my soul tribe, to have that soul family influence, and to have that soul client income over 2025, just absolutely phenomenal. So I've been listening to that and journaling, and the Neville Goddard is just absolutely amazing. So I'm going to get ready to do the vision board challenge. I want to rate you to rate your vibrational frequency. Write it down in your journal. If you are a student of mine in the Soul Legacy Academy, come to our 2-hour monthly coaching call. It's called the 7 Freedoms Frequency Call and Gym. I will give you a spiritual life coaching session. It's a group session. I will gift it to you if you are engaged in the 1 week to create a badass spiritual business vision board and bank 50 days challenge. And if you are a student of mine in the Soul Legacy Launch Blueprint, Author and Authority Media Program, or in the Soul Guided Millionaires in the Making Walkie Talk Mastermind and Writers Retreat, I gift that, because life does be lifing, and there's nothing worse than, for me anyway, in having relationships that are online that feel fake and there's so many people that come to me and they say they feel like a fraud, and online we're walking around like you were not really telling the truth always. Do you know what I mean? So it's nice to be able to share and come live again, because I had dropped off because my internet was so bad. It's nice to be able to come and share with you and support you. Yeah, so the book that I have for today, this is all over the place because I've literally so the book that I have for today I was listening to was the 5 love languages. If you don't know what the 5 love languages are, Google it. So it's the way that we give and receive love. And I did have some notes on chapter 1, and I read the singles. He's got Dr. Gary Chapman has got a book, the version of this for singles. This is the one for couples. That's the blue one is the one for men. They've got teenagers, etc. And it's amazing. So there's 5 love languages that were said to give and receive. And he was saying basically for the dating, for the singles one, that the driving force is that need for love. And he's done like ministry and stuff with singles, adult singles for years. And that's that driving factor. And as I get into this book, this is not my book. This is Catherine Woodward Thomas, Calling in the One. 7 weeks to attract the love of your life. I'd been doing the book, but I dropped off when I had a loss in my life, soul family, my sister-in-law. And so I'm ready to get back onto that and do the work, do the process. All of the relationships require us to have that inner work. So the 5 love languages is basic, and I apply it to every relationship. And he says, what does he say? Love can change the world. I think that was what he finished. Love has the potential to change the world, and loving your way to success. So the 5 love languages are acts of service, quality time, gifts, words of affirmation, and physical touch. And if you don't know your love language yet, getting to know your love language and explaining to people how to love you the way that you feel loved is phenomenal. And giving people love in the way that they want to receive love, I think, will save a lot of relationships. He was talking about the stats of marriage and the stats of relationships and all the things, and I'm like, wow, no wonder. All right, so I've got a card for today. Oh, that's really cool. The card for today is from Keepers of the Light. It's really relevant to me. From Keepers of the Light, it's hope, love, and acceptance. I always get a card that's relevant. Hopefully it's relevant to you too. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Now, this might be like a challenge sometimes, like to choose loving thoughts when you've got people around you who are not supportive maybe, or you want to switch out like of a relationship or let go of certain relationships. Choosing loving thoughts regardless can be a challenge, but so that's what we're here for, to be kind. And I set that intention to be kinder. Hope is an angel who is dedicated to promoting the idea that we on earth are loved, cherished, and supported by the kingdom of heaven. She is all about helping us to see the light beyond whatever darkness we are in. Traveling as part of the Holy Trinity, faith, hope, and charity, she helps us recognize that hope isn't about wishing for something good to happen or to arrive, but trusting that support is already present. That's really big, isn't it? Hope is the twin flame of Archangel Gabriel. She has a gentle presence, but she is absolutely glorious. She sings sweet harmonies to us, and these songs are waves of love, washing away anything that stands between us and self-love and acceptance. I always get the card that's just like, if you go back on any episode, I always get the card that's relevant to the day. That's my vibration picking it in. Extended message. Angels are gathering around you in celebration that you are finally willing to see how loving and lovable you are. Absolutely. Like I really dropped into that, and it feels amazing. It feels really amazing. Excuse me. Hope is here with her legion of love angels, guiding you to see that you deserve loving relationships, loving experiences, and loving acceptance from the world around you. And that's exactly why I am in transition to move. And that is like, wow, that relocation. Okay. It seems that you are really moving beyond the limitations that you once had in this department. But know that whenever you do question your worth, you can call on hope to shine her golden light upon you. Absolutely. Your angels want you to know that they love and cherish you, and that they're grateful that you're giving yourself the same support. Absolutely. So I'm gonna set soul's intentions. What soul intention can you set throughout this next week to improve your relationships, switch up your relationships, let go of something, let something in? I've been planning, I'll talk about this on the Vision Board Challenge. I've been planning to meet different people, different places, different interests that I have, getting out of the house. And so that's really, it's been really, really cool. What else do we have? Okay. We have the book for the day. I've done that. The card for the day, setting soul's intentions, done that. The note from the universe was really cool. Let me grab that real quick if I can find it. This is by Mike Dooley. And so I can't see you now, but this is if subscribe to Mike Dooley's Notes from the Universe, get your own. So this is like, it says, your thoughts are key. You can do it, Iona. Whatever you want, you can have it. Just think it, feel it, and physically move towards it. And with persistence, tipping points will be reached, critical mass formed, and the most outlandish serendipities arranged. The world you now live was created this very way, and through thinking, you perpetuate the celebration. You are non-stop manifest. You are a non-stop manifesting machine. You are pure cause. Your thoughts are key. Infinite love, the universe. If thoughts become things. P.S. Iona, people are going to start wondering what kind of lives you've lived before to deserve so much this time around. Exactly that part. All right, let me find you again. Isn't that wonderful? That's lovely. I love it. Okay, the solid income game, banking 50k in 50 days. I say that this journal gives you £1,000, dollars, or euros every single day for you to make memories with your soul clients. Spend your vibrational money voucher, journal about it, type 10% to a worthy cause. That means building relationships and sharing your financial freedom with them. I type to a worthy cause is called Compassionate Friends. You know, many of those people, all of those people, most of those people I won't even know. I have been engaged with the charity a little bit, but I am a bereaved parent, so I'm passionate about supporting others. Spend your vibrational money voucher on making memories in your relationships, doing all those fun things, and let me know. Come to the vision board challenge and share what you put on your vision board and how you're making those memories and how you're making a difference to yourself and how you're having date days, date nights, all the things. What I would say is gratitude. Let's wrap up with gratitude. This is a bit of ad hoc, but I'm going live in about 10 minutes for the vision board challenge. All right. So I say gratitude. I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate something in the past, something in the present, something in the predicted future. Right? And based on all of the 7 freedoms, or based on all the areas that I cover, as I think of those as spiritual business success, so contribution, happy and grateful and appreciate I'm here today doing my vision board challenge. Happy and grateful and appreciate my health freedom. I went for my walk. It was just really nice. I still spoke into existence on my voice note. I'm grateful for my health, just walking, right? Because some people can't. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate being in tune and processing my emotions, being self-aware. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate the environment that is waiting for me. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate my daughter's message today saying that she will FaceTime me when she spends time with my granddaughter and it's only up the road. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate spiritually just the signs, the actual processing and going through what I've gone through in this last week as I've done my own vision board challenge because it's for me too. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate the money that I received from my auntie today in my Christmas card, bless her. All right, so what I would love to do is support you in launching your day, leading your day, and leaving your day with ease, grace, and flow, and actually putting your message out there to the world. If you are a light worker and you are here and you know you're meant for more and you have a book inside of you and you want to share it with the world, sign up for the spiritual book, business book marketing on YouTube, masterclass and bank 50k in 50 days challenge. And learn to speak to, serve, and sign up your high-paying one-to-many soul clients. And so that is it. Share your gifts, shine your light. You are born to serve. I will see you on next Friday's Soul Family and Relationship Freedom Friday. And I will set the intention to raise my vibration. You can feel it. I can feel it. I'm like, no, it's not an 11. It's definitely an 8. And so yesterday, my environmental freedom was a 5. So if you're coming to our monthly call, add up your vibration for the week, between a 1 and 11. So it's going to be between 7 for the week and 77 in total. And share it with me on the call, and I will share with you what I've been doing, how I raise my vibration, and how I walk my talk. All right, I'll see you on the next episode. Take care. Big love.